All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way, because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity, where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement, as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, ready to engage yet again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, well, it's a fan's dream matchup. Israel Adesanya and Jon Jones. Adesanya really loathes Jon Jones. I'm surprised he signed on the dotted line.
I'm very surprised that this fight came to fruition, but the reality is, when you dislike someone as much as these two dislike each other, the best way to settle it is to fight.
Right.
So now we get two of the greatest strikers the UFC have ever seen inside the octagon together to finally settle the score.
Rock 'em, sock 'em out of the chute here. Oh, with authority, the body. To the body, and it lands. Blocks the strike and then counters with a beautifully placed hook. Nice job by Johnny Bone. Beautifully timed and placed front kick there by the kickboxer, and that's going to allow him, I would think, to really maintain this range against the overall more well-rounded fighter.
I mean, yeah, he's in there with a guy that would seem to have more ways to win the fight. But if he stays at range here, kicking range, he's the best at that. So he needs to continue on this path, continue to throw those kicks straight at him and dart at him, poke at him, to keep him at space so that he can fight his fight.
Nice Nice jab there by Johnny Bones, and man, what Daniel Cormier would do to have an 84-inch reach. Of course, it's one thing to have length, it's another to use it to great effect. I'm not sure anybody has mastered it like the future Hall of Famer Johnny Bones. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Oh, huge kick to the body. That can't feel good. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
All right, so a good series of kicks by him there. He has mixed it up beautifully, I think, on the feet tonight.
He is kicking everywhere tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, we told you off the top that he had a reach advantage, and he really is using it. Nice punch there. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh, big hook. That'll leave a mark. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Good kick to the body.
Oh, nice takedown defense. They separate.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
All right, here we go, folks. Round 2, Johnny Bones Jones. And on the other side, Israel Adesanya. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys going to kick and sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, John Jones showing you some of those new weapons here tonight. Mike Winklejohn is always fond of saying you don't see 30% of what Johnny Bones is able to do in the gym. And with every passing fight, starting to show you new wrinkles, new weapons in that arsenal. Well, at times he's tried to check kicks, but he has not been effective in doing so, and now he's starting to limp a little bit.
He's starting to limp from those... Oh, look at that! He can't even stand!
Big right hand there.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
And just misses with that big right hand. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. Adesanya's strike attempt there is blocked.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
Oh, beautifully timed and placed hook by him there, DC.
Beautiful placement on the hook. Way to turn his body into it, make sure he kept his eyes on his opponent. Hurts him and gets back to safety.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, a nice punch out of the break there after he had caught the leg. So he is really starting to put it all together now and clearly seems to have found the timing of his opponent. Let's go. We need to score that takedown. Trying to establish that jab once again. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, hook to the head by Johnny Bones. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Outstanding kick there by Adesanya. Some damage being doled out, and now some swelling upstairs on his opponent.
He's not moving his head effectively. He's trying to be face first. Look, you don't have to prove how tough you are. You got to move your head, be active. Don't be reactive in your defenses.
In the books. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Adesanya's bleeding pretty bad from the forehead here. Hopefully the cut man can nip that in the bud and make sure that that blood doesn't trickle down into his eyes as the next round begins. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Beautiful setup to the leg kick.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Right hook to the head, blocked. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Big hook. Back to his feet. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Just out of range with that right hand.
Great block there.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. 85 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones. While the number's not all that efficient, 43% the accuracy rate against Israel Adesanya. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Adesanya's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Big right hook coming. It's blocked. Oh! All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. Oh, nice.
Jones's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh!
He's got to move.
Holy smokes! You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, John Bones Jones!
All right, what a knockout for John Jones. Perhaps a bonus winning effort for him here tonight. Competitive matchup, at least on paper.